Hey guys, Joe Madden here. It is Saturday, April 16th. This is Puckin Crazy. Hope you guys are ready for it. Now, we do have games already started here. Let me just change something. I've got something changed wrong here on these casts. Let me just update that. Sorry, you guys. Just was rushing to get on here. Wanted to make sure we had the right streams out. So welcome to Puckin Crazy. Pick Dogs YouTube here. I know we promised to start at 1 Eastern. We're a couple minutes late. Just took longer on the morning show in the premium and VIP, you guys. We've got games already in full swing. So let's look at the games that we have in full swing. Probably going to have Al Niños on the show today. He did ask me what time we were getting started. So I let him know he has the link. So hopefully he comes in. Now, these games did just kick off. We're seeing the end of the first, the New York Rangers and the Detroit Red Wings. We had the Rangers up by 1 in this. Now, they were heavy favorites going into this. I do have them on the puck line at -1.5. So if you guys want to do any in-game betting of this, the value isn't going to be there. And now with them up by that 1 goal, I do think they have a big game in this one, though. The Nashville Predators and the Chicago Blackhawks has already started as well. 2 minutes left in that first period. It is at 1-1 with the Chicago Blackhawks. So you guys, I'd just stay away from this one. This is another one where you're going to get no value with this already sitting this way. I do think the Chicago Blackhawks probably keep this one tight with the Nashville Predators, and you could get them to cover that puck line. The Boston Bruins are already up 2-0 over the Pittsburgh Penguins. This is one of those situations where I think Boston just comes out and wins it. So no value here getting on Boston. Now, the first game to kick off that hasn't started is at 1 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock my time, 3 o'clock Eastern. I'm trying to change times in my head, you guys. We got the Minnesota Wild and the St. Louis Blues kicking off at 3 Eastern. Now we have a total of 6.5 in this one. And this should be quite the interesting matchup. I just want to see if they have done anything about goalies being confirmed. We still have Cam Talbot questionable for the Minnesota Wild and Husso for the St. Louis Blues. I'm looking at a really good game out of both of these teams. I think we have a lower scoring one. We have a total of 6.5. I'm going to go on the under 6.5 with this. Yes, I know both of these teams are able to get the points and get them fast. And they have trended to that over. But I think as long as it's Cam Talbot and Husso, we will see a lower scoring one. 6.5 just seems high to me. I'm also going to look at the St. Louis Blues here at home. We have seen the Wild struggle in St. Louis, going 0-6 in those last 6 meetings in St. Louis, 0-4 in those last 4 meetings overall. We know the Blues have been playing strong, and I think they've been undervalued in the market. They're 7-0 in their last 7 games overall. They're 5-0 in their last 5 games as a favorite, and 5-0 in their last 5 games at home, 5-1 against the Central. So I think we have a good spot to take the St. Louis Blues. We're not paying too much juice at -115, so I do like it. Good morning, Neil. Thank you for joining me here today on Puckin Crazy. Appreciate it. You guys, I want to wish everyone a happy Easter too before I forget Easter weekend. So I hope you guys all have a special time with your family. Now at 4 o'clock Eastern, we will kick off the game between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Edmonton Oilers. I touched lightly on this on the morning show. We got a total of 6.5 in this one. We're in for quite the interesting game. Now, this is one that almost made my premiums. And why I didn't get there was it's so hard for Vegas to go into Alberta and play both Alberta teams. We know they're coming off a blowout win off of Calgary. It's one of the situations where I would normally fade a team than playing the other Alberta team. But I can't do it here. I just couldn't get there with my premiums, but I do see Vegas winning this one as well. We're getting plus money with them here. Thompson is expected in goal for them. He's a strong goalie. We saw him out at the end of the Calgary Flames game as well. He averages 2.43 goals against him only on average. And Mike Smith for the Edmonton Oilers, we know we can't trust him. He allows 3.04. So another way I was looking at this for some more plus money in this matchup is the Vegas Golden Knights taking their team total over that 3.5 at +134. I think it's a strong way to go against this Edmonton Oilers team that just their defense, excuse my dog, I apologize. Their defense and goaltending just has not been standing up and is what has been undoing this team. Offensively, they are playing incredible. So we could look at the over in this game. But I do prefer the Vegas Golden Knights team total over that 3.5 because at plus 134, 135 that we're getting, I think it's a great value there. And I do like Vegas to win this straight up, even though it's scary. But like I said, it didn't hit my premiums today, you guys. The next game on the board is the Philadelphia Flyers taking on the Buffalo Sabres. Now, the Philadelphia Flyers come in here at plus 125 on that money line, minus 145 for the Buffalo Sabres. We have Anderson expected in goal for the Buffalo Sabres, 3.16 goals against average. The Buffalo Sabres have been allowing too many points defensively at 3.54, but the Philadelphia Flyers haven't done any better at that 3.58. Jones is expected for them. He allows an average of 3.49. Neither team is breaking that 3-goal average in their last 10. But I do think we see a stronger offensive game out of both of these teams today. I'm going to ride with the over. This one, I was looking at 111 of last 9 going to that over. I'm going to be Puckin crazy here. So you guys can call me Puckin crazy all you want. I'm going to fade the Philadelphia Flyers today. I'm going to take the Buffalo Sabres on the puck line at minus 1.5 on that puck line at plus 165. I just can't turn away that plus money, especially with Anderson. I think he is a decent goalie. I think he's better than Jones. Now we look at Buffalo on the puck line at home, 23 and 15. Now, I know a majority of their puck line wins at home have been in the underdog role, but against this Philadelphia Flyers team that I just cannot trust. They're 2 and 8 in their last 10 games. I think Buffalo has every opportunity and every chance to get a big win. We've seen them pull off upset wins left, right, and center this season over teams that have either underestimated them being in a bad situation or the Buffalo Sabres have just outplayed them. And I think this is one of those teams they can completely outplay. And so take them on the puck line if you're pucking crazy like me. So again, they're 23 and 15 on that puck line. We have the Philadelphia Flyers rolling in at 17 and 19 on the road on that puck line. I can't trust in them, but I think the best play is the over 6 because I do see it just being a high scoring game as well. The Washington Capitals then take on the Montreal Capitals rolling here at 278. We've got 230 on the Canadians, total of 6.5. Now, I'm not sure if you guys saw the game last year. Took on New York super low scoring game. We went into the third period tied at 0-0. Montreal looked like they had the chance, and I was absolutely loving it because I was rolling with that plus money with Carey Price's first time in net. Now, with that, you guys, I really did think we were going to see missed it by a day. I think this is one of those games that we can count again on the Montreal Canadiens. I think Washington's just in a hard scheduling spot here. We look at the Montreal Canadiens, safest way to bet them is you're still getting value on that puck line. You can plus 1.5 at minus 115. Carey Price is expected again. Now, his short-lived season so far, it's a 2.03 goals against average. The Montreal Canadiens defensively have been kicking themselves, but we saw what they did yesterday. They held the New York Islanders to only those 3 goals, and those 3 goals came within that third period, and the Montreal Canadiens look so strong to start that. I think maybe let me look at what the period under over is. Is my internet choppy? I apologize if my internet is coming in. I don't know what is happening here. So my apologies. We'll go through and recap the whole show at the end. I'm just going to look up the first period for the Washington Capitals and the Montreal Canadiens. See if we're getting any value on the first period under. No, we are not getting any value on that first period under. Under 1.5 is minus 164. I could see neither team scoring in this first period. I think we got a strong defensive game. So give me the under 6.5 for the full game, with the best bet being on the Montreal Canadiens plus 1.5 at minus 115 with a sprinkle on that money line. We then have the Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Ottawa Senators. You guys, this is at 7 o'clock Eastern. Now we've got a total of 6.5. The Montreal Canadiens, or sorry, Toronto Maple Leafs are minus 244 on that money line. Ottawa Senators plus 214. So this is going to be an interesting game between these two. Forsberg is expected for the Ottawa Senators. Complete robot, hey? I apologize, you guys. Just give it a second here and see if we can get it back. It's really interesting when it does this because everything is listed at full strength here on all of my systems. So I don't know exactly what is happening. Okay, apologies, you guys. Hopefully you can hear me enough, or hopefully it comes back when it's time to do the recap here. Now I'm looking at the over 6.5 in this one between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Ottawa Senators. I want to believe in the Ottawa Senators on the puck line at plus 1.5. I'm not sure if I'm going to get there. Actually, yeah, I think what we saw in the last game, it was such a blowout. Toronto Maple Leafs came out going 6-0 back in January, just going to blow out win. I think the strongest play is the over, though. We have seen the Maple Leafs against the Eastern Conference go 5-1 and 2 to that over. They're also in their last 28 games have hit that over in 22, pushed in one of those. We've seen the over for the Senators go 3-1-1 in their last 5 games versus teams with winning records above 600. They've gone 2-1 in the last 8 games following a win. Oh, I apologize, you guys. It is so frustrating. I've had my internet company on everything. I don't know what's happening, but I think my internet company starts limiting whatever it's called, because I have been streaming for the last, I do the soccer show producing it too. So I've been sitting here streaming since 7 a.m. my time, which is 9 a.m. Eastern. So it's just been going straight and they get frustrated with me, I think. The next game on the board is the Winnipeg Jets taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Winnipeg, we know, is dead to me, coming in here at plus 214 on that money line, minus 258 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Total of 6 in this one. I think this is another one. Clean cut try. Fade the Winnipeg Jets, take the Tampa Bay Lightning, minus 1.5. You're getting plus money for that, plus 100. Elliott is expected in goal for the Tampa Bay Lightning. He's got a goal against average of 2.23. He's an outstanding goal, especially for a backup. The Tampa Bay Lightning offensively have been lighting things up, averaging that 3.26 goals per game and allowing 2.74. The Winnipeg Jets, on the other hand, have Comrie expected 2.77 goals against average. They are averaging 3.05 goals per game and allowing 3.12. Now, the Jets, against winning record teams, are 0-4 in their last 4 games versus winning record teams. They're also 1-4 in their last 5 games as an underdog. I can't just between these two, the home team. It's 5-2 in the last 7 meetings. We also have strong trends towards that over, you guys. It's 4-0-1 in the last 5 meetings in Tampa Bay, 4-0-1 in the last 5 meetings overall. So I do like the over there. You do like the Sens puck line. I can really see it happening in this one. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with that one, Neil. The San Jose Sharks then take on the Dallas Stars. Now, this is an 8 o'clock Eastern game. Total of 5.5 in this one. The San Jose Sharks come in at plus 186, minus 236 for the Dallas Stars. Hang on 1 second, you guys. I'm just letting El Niños know that we've kind of got an unstable connection and that I will just finish things up because he wasn't planning to be in for another 10 minutes. And I think we'll be done by then. The San Jose Sharks taking on the Dallas Stars. This is a game that if you don't have to bet, I am not betting this game. I just can't get there with either team. This Dallas Stars, can I trust them on the puck line because the spread's too high? No, not really. I could see it being a 3-0 game, but the last time these teams played was just earlier this month. 14 days ago, these two teams played, and it was a 5-4 win for the Stars. I could see the Stars defense controlling this and shutting out the San Jose Sharks here. San Jose Sharks have been strong on the puck line on the road, going 20-16, but the value's not there. They've struggled against Dallas, not winning any of their last 6 games in Dallas. The strongest play probably is that under 5.5. We see nice trends towards that under. 4-1 in their last 5 meetings to that under. The Carolina Hurricanes take on the Colorado Avalanche. Now, this is a 9 o'clock Eastern game. We have the Hurricanes coming in here at plus 115, minus 135 on the Avs, and a total of 6. Now, Anderson is expected for the Carolina Hurricanes. Outstanding goalie. We know he can stand on his head. He is allowing an average of 2.07 goals this season. Kemper is expected for the Colorado Avalanche, 2.38. Now, in this game, I know that we look at what these two teams have done offensively, and you look to the over. I'm not going there. I'm going to go the under 6. We have 2 of the top defenses in the league. Colorado is ranked 7th in the league. They're only allowing that 2.7 goal against average, and we have the Carolina Hurricanes ranked first for goals against at 2.37. I think we have a hard-hitting style defensive game in this one. I lean on Colorado to get the win only because the Hurricanes have struggled in Colorado. But I think at the end of the day, this is a 2-1 game. I couldn't believe this was actually at 6. I thought this was going to be at 5 or 5.5. So I was pleasantly surprised to bet this one under that 6. Like I said, we know these offenses can put up the points, but at some point, I think today's game will be one of those, and I think we'll see a couple of these. Some of these teams have to tighten up. They have to play a stronger defensive game because these high-scoring games, I don't think are going to get teams far into the playoffs, but I could be wrong. We look at the under. It's also a strong trend in Colorado, going 4-1 in their last 5 meetings to that under in Colorado. 10-1-1 in the last 12 meetings overall to the under. The Arizona Coyotes then take on the Calgary Flames. Now, this is a 10 o'clock Eastern game. Should be a great game here. Calgary's looking to have a huge bounce back. You guys, I'm going to their team total over 4.5. I think what we've seen out of the struggles of the Arizona Coyotes, we can count on to get those goals. I know 4.5 is a lot, but we're getting plus money with the over 4.5 at plus 134, I believe it's at. The defense of the Arizona Coyotes is allowing an average of 3.7 goals per game, and the kicker, 35.4 shots on goal. You tell me you give this Calgary Flames Calgary Flames team a chance to get 35, 34, 36 shots on goal that they're not going to get 5 in. I can't see it. They're just too talented, and they were so limited in their last game against Vegas. This team is going to come out frustrated against the Arizona Coyotes tonight at home. The fans were frustrated in the last game, and they're going to want this big win tonight. Now, the home team is 7-2 in the last 9 meetings. Favorites 5-1 in the last 6 meetings, and the Coyotes have gone 0-4 in their last 4 meetings overall with the Calgary Flames. So I think you can also, if we're going to take Calgary over that 4.5 to hit that 5, I think you can count on the over 6 here. I can see the Arizona Coyotes getting a 2 in this one. Calgary's going to limit their ability to get those shots on goal, but we know the Arizona Coyotes can be counted on for a couple goals per game in their last 10, averaging that 2.4. Calgary is holding teams to 2.5, and Markstrom, the goaltender, expected in tonight. is allowing an average of 2.24. And now I can't see him going the whole game here. I think they will put him in and probably give him a rest for that third period. So I do like the over 6 in this one as well. The next game on the board is the New Jersey Devils taking on the Seattle Kraken. We got a total of 6 in this. The New Jersey Devils rolling here at minus 105, Seattle Kraken at 115. This is a game, again, if you don't need to bet it, there is no point to bet this. These are two terrible teams. I think I give the edge to Seattle here at home. When we see the Kraken as a favorite, they have won 4 of their last 5 in the favorite role. Neither of these teams are good. We've got Dawes expected for the New Jersey Devils. We know they pulled out some upsets. Grubauer for the Seattle Kraken. We look at the New Jersey, they are 10-25-1 on the road this season. Seattle Kraken are 12-21-3 at home. You guys, if you want, put some money on the Seattle Kraken, but I would stay away. So much better value on the game. Now, the next game on the board and the last game on the board, 10:30 Eastern, we have the Columbus Blue Jackets facing the LA Kings. Now, this should be quite the interesting game. We got a total of 6.5 here. I love this game. I really do. I'm excited to see this game. We have a Columbus Blue Jackets team that's defense and goaltending have really been letting them down, especially on the road. Elvis is expected in goal tonight. Now, he is much better at home than he is on the road. And the Columbus Blue Jackets defensively have been allowing 3.68 goals per game. Now, offensively, they've been playing solid. They got beautiful puck movement up and down the ice when they get flowing offensively, 3.19 goals in their last 10. I can see the Kings coming in here. Well, the Kings are at home, so we look at them. He is expected in goal. So he's 20-14-1. Now they're only averaging 2.84, only allowing that 2.91. I think what we're going to see is the Kings go above their average because Elvis is in net for the Columbus Blue Jackets, who we know struggles on the road. We know the defense of the Columbus Blue Jackets is allowing too many shots on goal, too many goals overall. But I want to, we look at the Kings. They're 21-17 at home. I think the Kings come out and get a dominating win just because of how bad the defense is of the Columbus Blue Jackets. But that being said, I think their offense is still going to stand out. I think this is a super high scoring game at the end of the day, you guys. I think the safest way to take this, because I always like to give you guys the safest way so you can make money with the lowest juice, is the Columbus Blue Jackets total over 2.5. Now you're getting them over 2.5 in a 6.5 point game at minus 120. I definitely see them getting 3 goals. But would I be surprised if the LA Kings get 6? Absolutely not. So while I don't like to take a play on one side and take a play on the other, it's what I have to do in this. I'm going to take the Columbus Blue Jackets team total over 2.5, but I'm also going to take LA Kings minus 1.5 at plus 125 because I do think they pull off a 2-goal win. Like I said, I could see this being a 6-3 game, and that's what I'm going with. So the over 6.5 looks really solid in this one to you guys. I love this game. I think we got an exciting big offensive game. I know the Kings defense can play so strong, but I think for them to get the big win in this, they're offensively going to have to come out and blow the Columbus Blue Jackets out of the water, trade goal for goal, and just get up and above them. Let's look at, I haven't pulled it up, so let's look at it together, you guys. Gonna look at what we're getting in the first period for this game. I'm really excited actually to see this game. I do like how Columbus has been playing, and the Kings, I do have a soft spot for them. Now, the first period total goals over 1.5 is minus 178. They're asking for way too much juice on that. We can get the Columbus Blue Jackets in that first period at plus 240. I don't love it. The LA Kings at plus 128. I might look at that. The LA Kings in the first period at plus 128. But like I said, the offense of the Columbus Blue Jackets is just playing so strong. Both teams to score in that first period. Wow, you guys, I like that. Both teams to score in the first period is plus 148. I'm going to bet that as soon as this show's over. I think both teams score in the first period. I think we have a strong first period out of both teams. I probably like it better than the LA Kings on that puck line, but I do think that hits too. So I guess I'm betting this 3 ways now. But you guys, that was it. I hope you guys heard me throughout the show. I'm going to do a recap. I don't know how much you guys heard, but hopefully you heard all of it. And I apologize if you didn't. So not sure what is happening with my internet. Let's just have a quick look before I do that recap of where the teams are sitting right now in these matchups. I just reload my page here. We have the Chicago Blackhawks and the Nashville Predators, end of the first, tied 1-1. We have Boston second now, still up that 2-0 over the Pittsburgh Penguins. With the New York Rangers, they have scored another goal in the second period. They're only a couple minutes into the second period. It is 2-0 for the New York Rangers. We then have at 3:00 Eastern. We will kick off there with the Minnesota Wild taking on the St. Louis Blues. You guys, this is my recap right here. Let me bookmark it so I can let you guys know where to see this recap. Well, I'm glad you heard it all. I'm sorry I am choppy. I apologize. Okay, let's get this recap under roll so you guys can get your bets in and get on with your day. I'm going to lean on the St. Louis Blues at home minus a 115 in this matchup over the Minnesota Wild. I'm then going to take the Vegas Golden Knights over the Edmonton Oilers with that plus. I think you can look at the Vegas Golden Knights team total over 3.5 at plus 134 as well. Between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Buffalo Sabres, I'm going to take the Buffalo Sabres minus 1.5 on that puck line for a huge win at plus 165 tonight and the over 6. The Washington Capitals and the Montreal Canadiens, I'm going to take the Montreal Canadiens plus 1.5 on that puck line at minus 115 and the under 6.5. The Toronto Maple Leafs and the Ottawa Senators, I'm going to go over 6.5 in this one. Neil, I do agree. I think you can lean on the Ottawa Senators plus that 1.5 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Toronto Maple Leafs just have been so weak on that puck line. The Winnipeg Jets and the Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Lightning minus 1.5 on that puck line at plus 100. Complete fade of the Winnipeg Jets here. Cannot trust them. I know Tampa has not been lights out on that puck line, but I'm telling you, I am fading them until the wheels fall off. I do think you have a strong over in that game as well. The San Jose Sharks and the Dallas Stars, I'm not betting this. I don't think if you, unless you have an interest in one of these teams, have any reason to bet this. If I was going to bet it, I would take under 5.5 in this. I do think the Stars come out and win this on the puck line, 3-0 style win. But do I want to put my money on the Dallas Stars and the San Jose Sharks? No. So I'm going to stay away. The Carolina Hurricanes and the Colorado Avalanche. I think we've got a strong under in this one. I'm going to take the under 6. I'm going to lean on the Colorado Avalanche getting the win at home. The Arizona Coyotes and the Calgary Flames. I think you can take the Calgary Flames team total over that 4.5 at that plus 134. I think we see an over game in this. The over being strong. I think Arizona just has to get those 2 goals for us because I do see Calgary getting those 5. The New Jersey Devils and the Seattle Kraken. Another game. Don't rush to bet, you guys. The Kraken should be able to get the win here at home. And then the last game on the board, the Columbus Blue Jackets and the LA Kings, probably one of the better games of the night. Offensively, if you like scoring, I think this one is going over the total. I like the Columbus Blue Jackets team total over that 2.5 at minus 120. Safest way to bet this. I really do believe I do see them getting these 3 goals here. I also love the LA Kings minus 1.5 on that puck line. Plus 25. So then I'm riding with this over 2. Like I said, you guys, I can see this being a 6-3 style game. I know Peterson is good for the LA Kings, but I think what we see now, the Columbus Blue Jackets, if they had a stronger defense, this team would be stronger right now. Well, of course, it'd be stronger right now with a better team, but they would have a better chance and they would have a totally different record than we have seen with a stronger defense, just defensively killing themselves. So, you guys, that was it from me. Thank you for joining me here on Puckin Crazy. Now, we will try to kick off Puckin Crazy again tomorrow, right at that 1 o'clock Eastern. If you guys turn on your notifications, that would really help a lot, because what is happening is we have the soccer show in the morning show, the premium and the VIP shows. And then I'm able to get on Puckin Crazy. So when we're 10 to 15 minutes late, you guys, I'm trying to be here for you guys. But if you have those notifications on, you're not sitting around waiting for me. But you guys have a wonderful Saturday. Have a wonderful morning. If you're not here because of Easter, I completely understand. Make sure you don't miss out on time with your kids Easter morning. It's absolutely the best. So you guys have a wonderful day and keep smiling, and let's make some frick.